She gon' strip it down for a thug, yeah. Run around till she got the buzz, yeah. 5 shots in, she in love now. Pull up, shut the club down.
Hey, it's your girl Kalisha, and I'm back with another video, and today I'm coming at y'all with a story time period, y'all favorite. So anyways, yeah, follow me on Instagram. My main Instagram is thug.nasty. My spam is newgirlc. Make sure y'all follow that. Subscribe to my podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Anchor, called The Opinionated Sagittarius. And okay, we just gonna get into the video. So this story starts back in, was it 2017. So if y'all don't know, I graduated in 2017. But a month after I graduated, I got my car, and then like 2 weeks after that, if y'all don't know, I graduated in 2017, and a month after that I got my car. 2 weeks after that, I dipped out of my mama's house. I dipped out. Me and my mama wasn't getting along anyways. Let me try to change this angle because it don't look good. Okay, me and my mama wasn't getting along anyways, and that's just what it was. So I ended up moving out with my aunt. When I moved with my aunt, I had like buku friends in my hometown where I stayed. Like, my aunt stayed in a different city. That's like 30-40 minutes away from my main city. But like I said, I had my car. And at that time, you know, when you get your first car, I don't know how it is for y'all, but I was kind of thotting and bopping. Not all the way, but I kind of was back in the day. Back in the day, well, a few years ago. That's just what it was, period. So I was with my friends. Like I said, me and my friend had fell out. My only friend that I have now, me and my friend fell out, and then we got back on. Fell out, got back on. This around the time when we had got back on or whatever. And, you know, we was cool. We was hard into the blunt blowing Mary Jane, smoking Mary J. Blige. And we was doing a whole bunch of smoking at Mary J. Blige. And that's just what it was. So we, let me see. Okay, yeah. So after, so we had it was like one night, I think it was like a football. I definitely remember that night, like in the back of my head. So me and my friend was riding around one night. I think it was a football game or something, because my brother is like 2 years behind me. Thank you, Sammy baby. My brother is like 2 years behind me or whatever. So my brother had a football game or whatever. My mom was like, you want to come? But my friend had already asked me. She was like, oh no, we about to go get some Mary J, and we about to you know. And at that time I couldn't, you know, smoke by nobody in my family. So I'm like, oh yeah, all right. So that's what we went to do. We was looking all over, couldn't find no weed man nowhere. So what happened was, my friend stayed, like, she literally stayed down the street from me. She knew this dude that sold Mary Jane or whatever. So we went to him or whatever. Him and his homeboy, dun dun dun, the homeboy is the bum. Him and his homeboy was sitting out there, and they was like, oh yeah, you know, oh yeah, we got it or whatever, we got it for you, but you gotta take us over here to go get it. And I hate it when you know, weed man is like, oh yeah, but take me over there and let's go get it. But anyways, we was like, all right, yeah. So him and his friend got in my back seat. Yeah, we went get it or whatever. So we stopped to a gas station. Y'all, these people was like, they was weird. So I was scared with them in my car, especially because I didn't know his friend. So anyways, we went to the gas station. We went get whatever we had to get, the Mary J. Blige. And we went to, well, me and my friend was going to ride, and they was like, them two dudes or whatever, they was like, oh, let us come ride with you, let us come ride with y'all. And we was like, I was definitely like looking at my friend like, I don't want them to come ride with me, I don't like them, I don't know them. But that's just what it was. So we had lied and said that I had to go to my grandmother's house, and they was hard down like, man. I was like, no, my grandmother don't like people to her house. He was like, man, well, drop us to the gas station or something and come pick us up whenever you're done, man. I don't trust you. If you drop us back home, I don't think you go come back get us, which was the truth. I wouldn't go come back get them. But I surely wouldn't go come back get them. And so we was just in a car debating. Once I pulled back up to the house, we was debating. If y'all know anything about a weed man is persistent. When he wants something, when he trying to flirt with you, he's gonna get it. Anyway, so they hard down, come on, man, so we finally was like, you know, whatever. We was like, whatever. We started riding with them, and then I lied, I pretended something, and so we went and dropped them back home. Long story short, we went and dropped them back home. Finally, we got them out of the car. But before they got out of the car, they refused to leave out of the car without our number. So one got my friend number, the bum got mine. And then the bum talk about, oh, my phone dead. And that's why I thought I was in the clear, because I said my number. I don't know why I said my real number, but I said my real number because I thought he had his phone with him. So I said it, and he was like, oh, I always remember a number. I remember a number. So I was like, whatever. So the rest of the night, he didn't hit me up. The next day, this man literally hit me up. I don't know how he remembered my number. It's crazy. Like, he literally probably got some just good memory. It's crazy. So we dropped him off or whatever. It's fine. It's cool. I went back home to the other city where I was staying, like 40 minutes away, like I said. Oh, that night, me and my friend got loaded. And, yeah, I was knocked out by the time my mom and them came back, because we was loaded. That was some good stuff we got from them. It always be the bums with the best, you know, smoke. Anyways, went back home. This man literally texted me the next day. Cool, whatever. We texted for a few days. And I'm like, yeah, I don't really want to do him. He kind of lame or whatever. But I didn't know he was a bum at the time. I just thought he was lame. So we just texting. It's fine. And he was like, oh, yeah, I want to see you, all kind of stuff like that. And I was like, I don't know. I'd be busy, which I was busy at the time. I used to work like 6 days a week or whatever. That was still at my first job, though, at McDonald's. But I still worked there like 6 days a week over there. And I didn't stay in the same city as my job. My job was like 40 minutes from where I stayed. So anyways, I was like, I don't know. I was kind of dusting him for a while, but he was persistent. When I say persistent, I mean persistent. So I was like, whatever. Whatever. So I kept on talking to him. He kept on talking. So we ended up linking up one day. Whatever. I'm not about to get into everything, but yeah, we chill, we smoke, whatever. So linked up a couple of times. Then I started noticing, okay, like he lived it with a friend or something like that. A friend, I don't know who it was that he lived it with, but I felt like I was sneaking in them people's house, because he surely wouldn't come into my people's house, because I wouldn't stay by myself. I felt like I was sneaking in them people's house. And y'all know how it is to sneak in somebody's house? I was like, nah. I was like, I'm not with it or whatever. So I was kind of off it anyways. And whatever. So we just kept on talking till I started realizing that he like asking his homeboys like, oh, let me get this. We smoking. He asking me to foot the bill for the smoke. I'm like, dang, I don't smoke that much to be, you know, footing the bill. We going by this much, and I'm only smoking with you for this day, and you keeping the rest. Like, excuse me, I smoke too. What? Like, this not all for you. So I started realizing that, but I just let time pass, being stupid or whatever. So then a little bit later, time just still passing, still going on. I started realizing that, you know, he like, oh, let's go get something to eat. That's fine. Y'all, I don't know what was wrong with me. Every time we went to get something to eat, guess who was buying it? This one right here, the idiot. So hard down buying, like I'm literally like feeling like a dang on sugar mama, like literally, like nigga, I'm buying you smoke and food. Next, I'm gonna be changing your pampers. That's just how I felt, you know. So I was getting irritated with it, but I was like, whatever. I was talking to buku people at that time. Anyways, so I was like, whatever, you know, he cool, he a vibe, whatever. I'm picking him because he ain't had no car. So if I come down there, oh, come. That's one thing about him though. You can tell he ain't had nothing to do, because every time I said I was down there, he was by his homeboys. And he would be like, all right, well, come scoop me up from by my homeboys. So I would come scoop him up. So, you know, he always had free time, so I would just pick him up. That's how I was. I'm telling you, cool vibing for like a couple of months. It wasn't no thing of like being together or nothing like that, but like he had an attitude when I would talk to other people. Like I remember one time he cursed me out because he went through my phone. Like, why are you going through my phone? I don't know you like that, sir. But anyways, he went through my phone or whatever, got mad at me, kind of went off on me, whatever. So we got into it and stopped talking for like a couple of days, got back onto talking. And y'all, this is the main thing that started taking the cake for me. This man was like, oh, let me borrow this. I'm buying you food every time we're together. I'm buying you smoke every time we're together. I'm not giving you no money. That's one thing that I refuse to do. I'm not gonna do. This man, every time I would see him, he would be like, so you really not gonna let me hold this? You really not gonna? I'm like, I was getting to the point where I'm like done. So I stopped answering him back for like a few weeks. We jumped back onto talking because we was doing other stuff. And that's fine. That's fine. He wouldn't ask it for nothing. I wouldn't foot in the bill all the time because we wouldn't messing around hard like we was at first. We was just doing other stuff, you know what I mean? And so that was fine. And he started texting me like, oh, I miss you, that's fine. We texting, oh, I miss you, whatever. So we was back to say talking, quote unquote, like we was at first. Yo, this is the one that right here that put the nail in the coffin. We did whatever, chill. I went to work or whatever, went back by him after I got off work, then went home or whatever. I get home and he texts me. He like, please don't say no or whatever. I'm like, what are you talking about? I need a favor. Y'all get ready for this one. I'm like, what? What favor? What? Like, nigga, you always need something. So this man literally said, y'all, this man literally had the whatever in his mind to get his fingers and type and text to me, what time you go to work tomorrow? I'm like, I don't know. I forgot what time. Let's see. I'm gonna say a time. I'm gonna say like 3 o'clock. I'll be like, 3 why? He'll be like, this man literally had the boss to say, oh, that's perfect. Please don't say no. Can I use your car while you at work tomorrow? I got some things to take care of. When I say this man literally asked me to use his car, are you kidding me? To use my car, are you kidding me? Yo, when that man told me that, so me back in the day, I was like, me now, I'm kind of like chill. I'm kind of more understanding. I would never let a man use my car, period, unless that's my husband and he's paying the car notes. But no man is using my car. I'm sorry. You know, not to have me like Yvette, dropping me off to work, picking me up, or late finding condoms in my car. You got me messed up. No, sir. No, ma'am. No, sir. You're not about to do nothing. No, not at all. Period. No. So I was like, man, I went off on that boy. I'm like, you effing bum. You would never use my car, because I didn't go off on him until I was like, no, of course you can't use my car. No, or whatever. And he was like, see what I mean, man? You so selfish. Why you always gotta act like that? You act like a nigga using you or something like that. And then I just rate him his rights. I'm like, you effing bum. You never have no money. You don't have a job. Every time I come, I gotta pick you up. I'm always buying food. I'm always buying smoke. I'll buy this many grams and we'll smoke one out of it. And you'll keep the whole thing, you bum. I was going off on him. I cursed this man out, all kind of stuff like that. So he hung up on me, whatever. Didn't talk to me for the rest of the night. This man called me the next day. I promise you, call me the next day. My bad, you know, I didn't want it to seem like that. I'm not no bum. I'm just falling on hard times right now. You know, I really care about you. I was like, definitely off of it. I was like, yeah, whatever. I didn't answer him back. After that, I like hung up on him or whatever. So I go, like, it was like 2 weeks later. I had them blocked this number. I blocked his number. It was like 2 weeks later. I go to my hometown where he's from to go to work, and I'm riding with my friend. Me and my friend going to pick up smoke from another man, because I'm not buying nothing from this bum no more, even though this bum got some good smoke. I'm not buying that from this bum no more. So me and my friend going by this other dude that we knew that we used to go to school with to go get some smoke. Why do I see this man in a car with this woman driving her car? I'm like, oh, so you got you another clown already. That's crazy. And when he saw me, I saw he noticed me. My phone started getting buku private calls. Buku private calls. Like calling like crazy, buku private calls. I'm like, leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Like, I'm glad. I'm really happy for you that you found a dummy that you could drive her car or whatever. I really hope she's taking care of you well, because it will never be me. So whatever. Time flew. I got back into a situation with another dummy I used to talk to a lot. And, you know, me and him was going through it. So this bum came. I was looking for some smoke again. Like I say, I don't smoke no more, y'all. But back in the day, I used to smoke. So I was looking for some smoke again. My friend at that time had then moved to Houston, that, you know, I would be with. She's still in Houston, not still, but she had then moved to Houston. So I'm like, man, I don't really know too many, you know, smoke people out here, and I wanted something. So I went to him, whatever. He was always with his friends. I knew where he was at, because he didn't have nothing else to do. He didn't have a job. He, you know, wasn't doing nothing. So whatever. It's fine. I bought some from him. You already know how somebody, when they got a good mouthpiece, you know, when they a slick talker, that be the bums. I promise you, bums are the best slick talkers. Bums are the best, like, you know, just able to talk you into stuff. So, you know, I go buy the smoke from him. We talking. I'm like, man, this man really got a good mouthpiece. We talk, you know, talking leads to other stuff that I'm not gonna get into, but you already know. And yeah, I unblocked this number because I was dumb. So I unblocked this number. I was already going through a situation with somebody else, so I unblocked this number. So I unblocked his number. This time he was supplying all the smoke, which was fine. He was supplying all the smoke. He wouldn't, like, if we was going somewhere, he wouldn't, like, oh, like, I'm telling you, for the first time and forever, you know how they say on Frozen, for the first time and forever, this man literally, we went somewhere, he was like, oh, I got it, you know, I got it, whatever. Fine. One day we was drinking. When I drink, I do not drive. We was drinking, and I find it, like, I don't even let a man drive my car, but like I said, I was drinking. He was more straight than me. He was just whatever. So he drove or whatever. He was driving or whatever. We was going back to his house, driving or whatever. We went back to his people's house. I kind of like fell asleep. I woke up. This man is not there with my car. Y'all, this man is not there with my car. I wake up and I'm in his people's house by myself, listening to bad churn, running around the house, and my car not there, and he not there. Yo, when I tell you, I was like, I went off on this man. And listen, I don't believe in violence. I don't believe in putting no hands on, you know, men, because I don't want no man to put their hands on me. I'm real big on that. I'm definitely big on that now. I was young at the time. I was 18 still at the time. So I blew up this man's phone. He wouldn't answer. And I'm telling you, I called him like buku times. He wouldn't answer. And he finally come back like an hour later. This man came back, opened his room door, and I punched this man down. I'm surprised he ain't hit me back, because I was really punching on that man, like really punching this man down. I'm really surprised he ain't like pushed me on nothing. He was just like taking it, just eating it, like literally. That was going on or whatever. Yeah, I was too heated for that situation, and I was like, you know, I got my stuff and I left her, whatever. I blocked his number again. So when I left, he kept on calling me private. This was my last straw with him, y'all. So he kept on calling me private, blowing up my phone, blowing up my phone. So I finally answered. I'm thinking he apologized on something, which I'm not accepting. Thank you, Chosen. Thank you so much. So I'm not accepting your apology regardless. So he kept on blowing up my phone, blowing it up. I didn't answer the whole day. The next day, I answered thinking that he's about to apologize. I answered the phone, and he like, you know, my bad, you know, he was apologizing. My bad, you know, I really had to go do this. You know, I'm trying to make money because you was trying to play me like I was a bum the first time. Anyways, I was trying to make money. That's what I, you know, did. You was knocked out. I just went use it to go do this, like pretending like he sold drugs or whatever, like, nigga, please. So pretending like he you know, selling or whatever, like, nigga, you don't have whatever. I don't know why all the drug dealers be so broke these days, but yeah, he ain't had no money. So pretending like he was going to make some money, talking about, because you was trying to play me like I ain't had no money, like I was just this bum nigga or whatever, which you are a bum. That's why I'm making a story about you. So he was like, you know, my bad, you know, but kind of flipping it on me like I did this to make some money because you was trying to play me like I was a bum. So I'm just fussing with him, And then, so after that, I hung up on him. He calls me back. I answer the phone. This man say, I know you're done with me. I know you're done with me or whatever, but I just want to ask you one thing. I'm telling you, like, my bad, whatever. I'm like, you know what? I'm trying to be more understanding because I really read him his rights earlier that day, and I kind of felt bad because he's not the person that's going to argue back with you. He kind of like the emotional manipulator. Like, instead of kind of cursing or arguing back with me, he the person that's like, now why you got to act like that? Why you got to do that to me? I really, you know, I didn't mean to be like that. I really don't want you to feel like that about me. That's just the type of person he is. So, you know, instead of being real about it, he was being like that. So I was kind of feeling bad, you know, being dumb, feeling bad. So thank y'all. So I'm feeling bad or whatever. So he come out, I answer the phone. I'm like, yeah, I'm hearing him out or whatever, like a dummy. And he gonna say, man, I just want to ask you one more thing. I apologize. You don't never have to talk to me no more or whatever. But just yo, can y'all guess what this man asked me? I'm in my car because, like I said, I stay with my aunt and I ain't want her all in my business. That's why I'm telling the story in my car, because I'm at my grandmother's house. So anyways, I'm on the phone hard down or whatever. So he like, let me just ask you one more thing. Da, da, da. I'm like, what? He like, can I just can I just hold something for a little while? Not too much. I know you got it. I'm telling you, I see that you got it. Just 150, a cool 150. I know that's not even going to affect you. I'm going to pay you back double. I just need to re-up right quick. Da, da, da. I said, ah! I didn't really scream, y'all. I'm like, ah, he's really a bum. A bum. Like, you telling me this is the last thing I want to ask you. I'm so sorry. I stole your car while you were sleeping. I'm so sorry. I'm just a bum, and that I've been using you all this time. Let me just hold $150 as a parting gift. Yo, I was like, oh. That's when I just told him. I told this man all kind of bad stuff, y'all. I promise you, all kind of bad stuff. When I say I told this man all kind of bad stuff. I talked about his mama. He told me some stuff about his mama, and that's some stuff that and the reason why I'm telling the story, y'all, is because we talked recently. We didn't talk on no type of way because we're never gonna ever be on no level like that again. But we talked recently or whatever because he saw me, and it was just a talking thing. And after that, we never talked again. But I told him all kind of bad stuff. But I just literally couldn't believe this man. Like, I literally didn't think that they really had bums like this. Like, literally crazy. It's really crazy. He's actually still a bum. He don't have a job. He's living with a woman. When I saw him, he was driving that latest car. So he is still a bum, very much so. It wasn't just me that he was trying to bum off of. He's just a bum nigga. That's just what he is. So, yeah, but yo, when I told y'all I went off on this man had, like, literally, I don't think y'all understand. I'm gonna have to say it again if y'all really don't understand. This man said, I'm sorry for everything, but I need $150 to re-up because I'm on hard times right now. I don't care what you're going through. I don't care. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not being a bitch, but I really don't care. I apologize. Like, sincerely, it's just never gonna happen. I'm not giving you $150. I'm not giving you 50 cents. Period. Like, are you dumb? When you used to ask me for $20, I would say no. Why would I give you $150? Are you dumb? But anyways, like I said, we talked recently. He quote unquote apologized. I don't know what he apologized for. I apologized for some stuff I said, but we definitely never talked. We never gonna talk on that level that we did. And I mean, that's just what it is. And you know, that's just my story time about this bum I knew. You know, he was bummy, a user, and yeah. So yeah, y'all, I just always look out for the red flags, the flags, you know. Always look out for the signs that they may be a bum, because I missed all those flags. I was being a sugar mama for a while, supplying a whole bunch of smoke and whatever, basically almost a caretaker. And yeah, so just watch out for yourself. Don't let these bums influence y'all. Don't let them, you know, get your money. Thank you, Trice. Don't let them get your money. Don't let them, you know, whatever, because they do a lot of this. And then the best talkers, the ones that always have something sweet today, they be the biggest bums. So watch out for them. And never let no man drive your car. Period. Anyways, and this is how I never told this story on Bigo, but I can. But this story is on my YouTube channel. And this is how I think karma had me. I got laced by this dude that I was talking to, and this dude that I was talking to was his friend. This bum that I'm talking about, the dude that laced me was his friend, but I was talking to his friend like on purpose, kind of, but not all the way on purpose, but I was just still talking to his friend. So if y'all want me to tell that on Bigo, I can. I already told it on YouTube. Y'all already got the story. But if y'all want me to tell that on Bigo, I definitely can. But yeah, I definitely maybe that was my karma for talking to his friend, because he surely laced me. But anyway, yeah, that's it for my story. I'll love y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye. Sorry.